What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about semen retention and specifically for Kundalini awakening. So Kundalini awakening and semen retention, how it all works. That's basically going to be the title for this video. So when it comes to your Kundalini awakening journey, I've personally been on the path of yoga, semen retention, Kundalini awakening, as well as just upgrading my life in terms of my health, my strength, my vitality, my ability to exercise, asana, stretching. And the longer I've retained and viewed this as a lifelong practice, not as something I say, oh, I went this many days and I relapsed. So many people have that mentality. Get that mentality out the window for anyone that may be new, even if you're only a few days into your retention and you do go back, stop beating yourself up. Because I used to not relapse, but I'd have like a wet dream after like 3 or 4 months of like retaining all this energy and not knowing how to circulate it when I was younger, at least. And I'd get so mad at myself. I didn't even relapse. I just, nature took its course because I wasn't circulating that energy. And when you don't use the energy, you lose it. So this is why I believe there's a misconception in the semen retention community based on nofap, which is people that say you shouldn't have zero sexual pleasure, you shouldn't pleasure yourself because that leads to watching porn and that leads to ejaculation. Now, Tantra, specifically Taoist Tantric techniques, as well as ancient Indian and even Buddhist Tantric, has this same concept that the sexuality in our bodies is divine. And Kundalini even is dormant in the root chakra. So in order to awaken Kundalini fully, you have to go through the sacral chakra, the sexual center. Now, this is where most people get it wrong because as soon as you ejaculate, there is no energy for Kundalini to rise into higher chakras. So most people that live a life of daily ejaculation, frequent ejaculation, they are weakening their energetic system. Got interrupted there, but feeling that energy right now, so I'm going to keep making this video and continue. A little bit of rain out here, but nothing much yet, so God willing, Goddess willing, this will make it through. So when you're constantly ejaculating, for people that are new to this, you're wasting your most sacred life force energy. You're wasting your ability to create, to manifest, to access higher consciousness, to raise above the primal animal urge. But like I said, nofap can be suppression. And I've seen entire communities built around the idea of nofap. And half of the guys, if not more of them, they all went back to ejaculating. They all went back to watching porn. I didn't. And they used to make fun of me because I'd talk about Tantra and learning how to circulate the energy and how to have multiple orgasms with a partner, how to give your partner multiple orgasms. They're like, nah, I just want to ejaculate. And it's so funny because that only lasts about 5-10 minutes for most of those guys, if they have any stamina at that. Most people deal with premature ejaculation, and they also deal with like bedroom anxiety, erectile dysfunction. That's a better way to put it. So Tantra is a way of getting in tune with your own sexuality, loving yourself first, so that when you come together with a partner, you know how to handle your energy. And then by you as the man being able to handle your energy, you're able to love your partner and focus on her and the energetic flow between you two much deeper than any mainstream idea of what sex is supposed to be. And, the culture on one hand shames it, taboos it, and then on the other hand glorifies it and debaucherizes it and makes it image, a lustful image. Man has made woman in a lustful image. When a woman's body is beautiful by nature, that's not evil. But you see, the mind of a man has added he wants to lust over that. He wants to, control that or, whatever. But most guys are weak because they can't even control their own energy. This is why we see the split in the masculine and feminine, because guys don't know how to control their own energy, therefore they want to dominate women in order to feel some sort of power, and then they ejaculate and they lose that power, so they get angry to keep that power differential over the women. And most women by nature are submissive and submit to that, and that's all the sexual experiences those type of people will ever experience, and that's fine. I see that for what it is, but I'm here to offer a solution, both to people in relationships, to celibates, even to pure strict heart brahmacharyas, because like I've made in videos before, I've gone 2, 3, 4 years without any sexual stimulation. I cut it all off. I didn't look at a picture. I didn't look at an Instagram for like 5 years. I didn't look at a Facebook for 5 years. I didn't go on YouTube. Nothing. So if you really want to take it to that level, if you really want to go monk mode and like reach the peak, the pineal, reach the peak of the mountain, get that crown, you know, maybe that's where you need to go, and you need to, but I'm telling you now from my own experience and from many masters, tantric masters around the world, that you can learn to use your sexual energy so you don't lose the ability to harness it. Actually, once I started loving myself in this way and creating a I don't even want to say practice out of it, because that makes it seem like you have to do something. Like sexuality is natural, spirituality is natural, healthy living is natural, coming outside in nature, connecting with the earth is natural. That's why they call it nature, natural el, meter el. God is in nature. God is in everything. There you go. So this is your natural function. So when you learn, once again, like I said, to cultivate your own sexual energy, you become stronger internally, because you don't need someone else to satisfy you. You don't need a partner in that sense. It doesn't mean you don't appreciate what a partner can do for you. It means that you're no longer reliant on anyone. This is building self-confidence, self-dependence, self-reliance on God and your connection to the Most High. And your sexuality is divine, and it is a part of God's creation. It wouldn't be in your body, because your body is a temple of the divine. So your body wouldn't have a sexual function if it wasn't divine. Just letting you know. So it's the way we think about sex that makes it demonic or evil, or any of these things for that matter. Kundalini, people use Kundalini to, you know, activate people and do all this, you know, magic sort of stuff, and that's cool. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to do the work, the inner work. I'm not going to activate your Kundalini for you, especially if you haven't prepared yourself, because if you haven't prepared yourself for that energy, it's no wonder people are convulsing all over the floor, because this person's just shooting all their Kundalini energy into you, and your body's not tantrically, yogically prepared to handle that charge of electricity in your spinal cord. So people are rolling all over the floor. People do this in the churches and stuff too. It's Kundalini, but it's a negative reaction to Kundalini. I don't roll around on the floor. I don't start flailing in my yoga practices and lose ability to harness my body. This is what it's all about: self-mastery, self-empowerment. Kundalini isn't these, you know, flashy stuff they show on the internet. Kundalini is the lifelong process of retaining your sexual energy, transmuting that base primal energy into power, into upliftment, into healing. And then you can spread that. You can come up to your heart chakra, your throat chakra. You can start to spread this energy. I got the blue on today, rocking that throat chakra, you know, that ajna, that blue sky mind, clear as a blue sky, you know? And that's how it works. That's how this energy works, is it clears you out. Just like the throat chakra, when you speak words, you speak life into existence, this clears out your chakras, this clears out your energy fields. So you need to find a way to express this energy. This is how so many people get wrong on semen retention, and especially in nofap. So we're bringing, you know, the wisdom, the knowledge for everyone to rise up in this time that wants to actually take charge and take action for who they are and all their chakras. Not be this limited, oh, if I'm spiritual, I can only be, oh, namaste, and have a good day. That's not spirituality. I'm just telling y'all right now. That's like one little fraction. Being respectful, namaste, means I see the soul in you. The soul in me recognizes the soul in you. The spirit that is in us is one thing. That's what namaste really means. It's not just like a weak gesture of, like, you know, it's surrender to the self in all, to God in all. It's so simple. But, you know, the new age has made all this stuff very skewed. And even in the Shakti, like, people think that the divine feminine nowadays is just women, you know, showing their bodies and embracing their natural self. And that's a beautiful thing. Like I said, women should be able to do that without guys lusting over them and getting all, you know, whatever. It doesn't mean a man shouldn't feel desire for a woman. That's a lie. Anyone that says that, like, they're not natural. Because if you look at a beautiful woman, you should feel beauty in your heart. But this is the thing, that people feel lost in their root, and they want to control that. They want to whatever, you know what I mean? And that ain't it either. But then these women become compartmentalized and like, oh, this is the only way I can get attention. This is the only way that society loves me, is if I just, show my feminine self, and that's fine. Or even, getting into adult content and whatever. And I don't condone anything, and I don't try to tell people the way you should live your life, do whatever you're doing. But realize the impact this has on people, especially younger men that don't know about their energy, and all the way up, because there's plenty of older men that I know, or boys I should say, that still every day, and they don't know why they do it. They just do it. They were just told that's natural. They were told that's what's natural, when it's completely unnatural. Unless you're having a child, you have 1 million sperm cells in one ejaculation. Millions of life potential just getting wasted on a daily basis. And you think this is a joke, some of you out there. That's okay. I'm going to keep pushing, because I know what it's worth, because I've done the work, and I'll continue to do the work, because it's a lifelong work. The great work, when they talk about the great work in alchemy, this is the great work. You are the great work. You and me, but you too. You just got to do the work. You actually got to put in some effort. When you clock into a shift for 8 to 10 hours and you just slave away whatever they do just so you can pay your rent and your bills and stuff. Man, isn't God worth more than that? Isn't God worth more? God awakening, realizing God within your own being, isn't that worth more than all this flashy, glitzy glamour out here? Isn't it worth more than just getting by and paying the bills and doing what you're told and being a good citizen and all that? Isn't there more to life than that? That's the root chakra. That's survival. We haven't even made it into the sacral chakra, creativity and emotion and fluidity and beauty and all that stuff. So this is why I made all those chakra videos. Go check out some of the playlists. I got all 7 chakras for you guys mapped out in a very esoteric as well as a psychological way, as well as a practical, here, do these things if you want to help balance your chakras. And that's just the beginning. I'm probably going to make 5 series on that, because there's like the entry level, then there's the beginner level, then there's like the intermediate, then there's like the experience, then there's the advanced and the mastery level. So it's like there's levels to all these chakras. There's levels to all these experiences. In order to get to that goal of self-realization, coming into being, coming into embodiment, embracing your full self, it takes time, it takes work. So go check out some of the other videos, some of the other playlists on the channel. They will help you so much. You can also reach out to me directly for a yoga session as well as guidance, and just have a conversation. So you can email me there in the description, or hop over to Patreon to get involved in the bi-weekly support circles, and subscribe there for weekly or monthly yoga lessons as well. And we will help you on your path. We will help you move forward. We will help you evolve into this level that you've wanted. You've seen it, you've heard about it, you've heard people talk about it. Everyone's like, oh, it's so good, and everyone just wants to manifest, or they want to manifest women, or they want whatever they want to manifest. I'm saying manifest love for God in your heart, and everything else is going to follow. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all else shall be added. That's the truth. That's the word right there. And when you put that in, the word of God, into your heart, you realize it's so much more than just getting stuff from the outside. It's what you can give back. And that's where we're at. So get involved. Check out the links in the description. And I will see you all so soon for another video. Namaste.